you look behind me, you see an unplanted field. A few years ago, you wouldn't have seen that. Late September, we would pretty much have all of our crop in the ground, but with the warmer weather.
The warmer, changing climate is now forcing farmers to make changes themselves. With the summer heat extending into October this year, the folks at Wish Farms in Plant City have had to start planting later in the season. They say that if they had planted like business as usual, there would have been an impact to yield because the plants go vegetative and produce less fruit. With 2,100 acres of farmland in Florida, Wish Farms has been growing strawberries for nearly a century. The last 6 years in Plant City, however, have all been in the top 10 hottest Septembers on record, dating back to 1842. In fact, the average date of the first time temperatures dropped to 65 degrees or cooler has moved from September 15th in 1903 to October 10th, 25 days later, ultimately requiring farmers to delay when they're able to get their crop in the ground.
The plants need a certain amount of chill hours on them, and if they get shocked with heat, that will be really bad for the plant.
Flower and fruit production starts in November and continues into April or May, and good strawberry development, not surprisingly, is dependent on good weather.
Berries like cool nights and warmer days, so nights in the 50s and 60s, and then weather and during the day about 75 is just perfect.
With climate change, however, the number of days when temperatures climb above 75 degrees during this delicate growing season has increased an average of 34 days since 1903.
And that's part of the reason why we run water as well, to keep them cool.
Paying attention to our changing climate has allowed them to adapt their farming practices. It has also allowed for the development of a new berry variety.
It has a pink blush when it turns ripe, and it has essences and subtleties of pineapple, pear, and it has a peach-like texture.
Essentially, a pink strawberry. It's expected to be in numerous stores like Publix, Target, or Fresh Market this year for the first time. Developed by the University of Florida, the Pinkaboo Pineberry is perhaps an example of how necessity is the mother of invention.
This particular variety is really good for Florida, for the climate, and for the weather that we have here.
For now. As the climate and weather patterns continue to change, farmers and the agricultural industry as a whole will need to continue to find ways to adapt.
Our food supply is important, and we need to have robust farmers being able to supply the food in the nation.